The person who was shot in front of Federales in Denver Wednesday night has now died from his injuries, according to Denver police. It's left people in the Rhino Arts District shaken up.
Yes. What's up, YouTube? Your boy is back. I bet y'all felt like I abandoned y'all, right? It's been 2 weeks since I've uploaded a video. And you know the reason for that is because YouTube had me in YouTube jail. They said that my video was inappropriate for the masses, and they hit me with a young strike, which makes it my second strike. And they put me on a 2-week jail of not being able to upload nothing. So now that I'm fresh out, you feel me? I gotta make sure I cross my T's and dot my I's, because I surely don't want to lose my channel. But you know, we're gonna get back into some more content. I got more videos for y'all. But shout out to all y'all that's been subscribing and fucking with the channel while I've been on this little hiatus right here, because we almost to 5K followers though. Can you dig that? Well, I started this thing about 3 months ago after, you know, leaving the channel and being on my own little program, moving and shit like that. And I was only at like 700 followers. But man, thanks to y'all for fucking with the content. We almost to 5K followers. And once we hit that 5K marker, I'm about to do a giveaway. I'm gonna bless y'all. I'm gonna bless y'all with some, since y'all been showing the channel love and the videos love, I got something for y'all out there. I'm gonna start going live too. We're gonna start getting the lives cracking and having the little one-on-one dialogue and all that good shit, but that's still to come. But in today's episode, on this video right here, we're gonna cover some 13, 14-year-old killers that's out there in Denver and Aurora, because there's been a gang of stuff going on out there right there that, you know, I mean, it's been getting a little bit of headline, but you know, it's summertime, right? Kids is out of school. You know, they ain't got nothing else to do. They ain't got nothing productive to do. They don't got no guidance. They don't got no direction. We already know that. We talk about that on the channel all the time, right? But the first story that we gonna cover is out of Aurora. And what happened here was a 14-year-old girl got killed in the commission of a girl fight inside of Hollow Park in Aurora.
A violent weekend in Aurora. 3 teens shot at a party Saturday night. A 14-year-old girl is dead and 2 others are hospitalized. Thank you for joining us for Denver 7 News at 10. I'm Jessica Crawford.
And I'm Jessica Porter. Gunshots rang out at Highland Hollows Park Saturday night. Police say a party was happening at the park when a fight broke out. Kamaya Cleveland was killed.
2 other girls, a 15-year-old and a 14-year-old, were shot and taken to the hospital. No word on how they're doing tonight, and no arrests have been made in the shooting.
And
Denver 7.
The report came out and said that this was a girl fight of over 100 girls in the park after a house party, and they've yet to find the shooter or label the shooter, and if they have, they haven't brought it to the news yet. But this happened about 2 weeks ago, and I'm making this video right now on July 15th, but this happened about, I say about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks, somewhere in that ballpark. And the 14-year-old girl died from a gunshot, and there was also a 15-year-old girl that got shot as well. But from what the news report is saying, that ultimately it was a girl fight. One of the girls had brass knuckles and they got to fighting. The boyfriend got in between. The boyfriend started tussling. It's up in the air right now. Who knows? Maybe the boyfriend shot, maybe the girl shot. Who knows? But if you ask me, we know kids got guns. We know younger and younger, 13, 14. And I remember when I was 13, 14, we used to break into cars and get little pistols. We might even catch a garage door open, you know what I mean? Catch us a rifle or a shotgun or some shit. We had guns, but we wasn't out there actively shooting and killing. You know what I mean? Back then we would fight though. That's what we was doing. We was fighting. But y'all 2K babies, y'all don't want to do nothing. Y'all don't want to fight. Y'all don't want to do none of that stuff. Y'all so soft and so weak out there that y'all, first thing you're gonna do is get a gun, because you've been playing Fortnite, you got 1 million kills, you feel like you that dude on the game, so you're gonna bring that shit to real life and you think you really gonna pop something. But a lot of you young cats is in for some real wake-up calls though, because it's never about how you pull the trigger, right? That sound good on the rap track, right? You pull the trigger, you drilling, you that guy, pop, pop, bang, bang, that's you, right? You him, right? The real shit comes after you pull that trigger. Now you gotta suffer the consequences of your actions, and your actions right there are very motherfucking costly. Not only to the person you may have shot or killed and they family, that's a whole nother story, but you gotta ante up for that now. Now you gotta lose your life, because when you shot that man, shot that woman, or whoever you shot, you just shot yourself in the same commission. They may have died, but you died too. 2 bodies right there. you committed suicide when you do that right there. Because now, and for the younger ones, right, I know a lot of y'all think, okay, well, if I get bumped, I just got to go do a little bit of time till I'm 21 and then I'm gonna get back out. But keep in mind, these are vital years of y'all's life though. You know what I mean? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Vital years of your life and your development. They say even for the male brain, it doesn't even mature till 25. So you think about having your life in an institution, an institutional environment around other people with mental disorders and people telling you when to sleep, when to get up, you know, so forth, so forth. So you basically killed yourself. But I speak of this because I lost my entire 20s and all into my 30s. You feel me? I know what it is. I'm speaking from experience. I'm not just a YouTuber out here making YouTube videos, you know, trying to, nah. This is a purpose right here. I hope this falls on some of you young cats' ears right here and it can steer you clear. Because if you hanging around these young cats that got pistols and feel like they that, you hanging around a bunch of dummies right there. There's too much opportunity in this world and too much potential in you for you to waste it with these dummies right here. You feel me? But a young girl died in Aurora at 14. Can you imagine that though? Like, imagine what her family got to go through. Like, they had her from a baby, grew up, put all this hope and all this growing her up and thinking what she could be. She was a good student. She went out to party one night. Parents might not even know she was going to the party. They might just thought she was going to a friend's house. She snuck out and now they got to go from me trying to bury her. You know what I mean? At 14 years old. 14.
Shattered, the family of 14-year-old Kamaya Cleveland.
Beautiful name for a beautiful young girl.
Nobody ever felt alone with Kamaya.
She made sure that she took time and care with everybody that she knew. Everybody that she encountered knew that she loved them because she made it sure that they did.
Police say there was a party at the park.
She was trying to come home. Yeah. Somebody stopped that from happening.
Kamaya was one of 3 teenagers shot.
I mean, I feel like my heart is ripped in like a million pieces.
She didn't deserve that. No kid deserves that. But Kamaya was just the sweetest girl.
She died from a gunshot wound and no arrests have been made.
And she's leaving behind a baby sister who doesn't understand. So she's leaving behind her brother who's still trying to process it.
We spoke with her aunts.
My sister waited so long to finally have a baby and you know, you plan for your children to bury you, not for you to bury them.
And sat down with her grandmother and mom.
Like, she's the first person to call me mom.
Who want answers.
It's not fair that somebody can just take that from me without consequence. Whoever did that to my baby has to pay for it.
Keep saying her name, keep saying Kamaya, and keep her memory alive.
We need justice for Kamaya.
And so she can rest in peace, you know, because she's probably not going to rest in peace until justice is served.
Saying Kamaya deserves that.
It sounds like a way to live like Kamaya would be to tell the people you love that you love them every day.
I know that she loved me and I know that she knows that I love her. And that's like the only piece of comfort that I have right now.
Hoping someone comes forward.
Hope somebody loves her enough, loves her like she loved them.
For her family, who deserves to know what happened.
The shooter, whenever they get popped, it's over with for them though. They're gonna go sit down right there. And they're gonna have to worry about this. This is gonna be a burden on their mind for the rest of their life to know that they took a 14-year-old girl off this earth right there. That's forever gonna be a piece of who they are and they can never escape that. And that's deep right there to me. But RIP to that young lady right there. RIP to that girl and many blessings to her family right there. Because I could only imagine if I had a daughter and she was 14 and she got killed at a party, boy, that'd have wrecked my life right there. But we got another one coming out of Denver very recently. A 14-year-old boy in the Rhino district, which is 5 Points area on 29th and Larimer, outside of the club Federales this past week. Remember, I'm making this video July 15th, so this was last week, in July of 2024. There was an incident from the reported sound, and there was a fight that was outside of Federales, and the bouncer came out to break up the fight, and ultimately, while he was trying to break up the fight, one of the people that was fighting was a 14-year-old boy, and he pulled out a pistol and ultimately shot and killed the bouncer and took off.
A shooting that took place over in a Rhino neighborhood.
Yeah, and the shocking part of all of this is the suspect, just 14 years old. Jim Hooley joins us live in the Rhino neighborhood with the very latest details. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Andrea. 14 years old now. This young kid, and I say kid, he's just a kid, 14. He's now wanted for first-degree murder. The shooting happening here right on the corner of 29th and Larimer up here in the Rhino area, the Rhino neighborhood, the River North neighborhood, just on the north side of downtown Denver. Here's the latest here. This is what we have from Denver Police and Crime Stoppers now this morning. They say that the shooting took place on Wednesday evening, just about 7 o'clock in the evening, and the victim, a man, he died on Friday. Police say that man was shot when he tried to intervene into some kind of fight or disturbance that was happening right here at the corner that night. The suspect has been on the run, that 14-year-old on the run ever since. Now, his name is Joseph Marquez. He may also go by the name Esco, maybe it's Echo, out on the street. He's known by a couple different names. He is 5'5", he's about 140 pounds according to police, and he's got dark hair. That's about the only thing that police have on him in terms of a description, but police say Marquez is armed, he's dangerous, and he should not be contacted if he's spotted. The best thing they say to do is call 911 right away, call Denver Police right away, or our partners at Metro Denver Crime Stoppers. But once again, all this happening here, 29th and Larimer, a very busy location, and the suspect that police are looking for, just 14 years of age.
He's still on the run right now, and I don't know, I posted on my TikTok about this before I made this YouTube video, and it's interesting because a lot of the users on TikTok said that they had seen this young kid, 14 years old, in the neighborhood. He's been terrorizing the neighborhood for quite a while. Some said that he's been aggressive. Others said he made threats. And I even had one person on there that told me that he almost felt like the kid was trying to rob him for his bike, but he blew it off and nothing came from it. But it's interesting though to know that, these kids right here are willing to kill this fast and quick with no second thought to it though. That's the kicker for me, is that he just threw away his whole entire life. Whether he's an immigrant or not, I don't know. Some people are saying he's an immigrant. To me, it really don't matter too much to a degree, because either way, he's throwing away his life. Will he get tried as an adult? I really doubt he will get tried as an adult, but more than likely, he'll just get a juvenile life sentence and get out when he's 21, have some stipulations. But will he really come out rehabilitated? That's the real question, because at 14, going into those environments and just looking at the young cat's picture, like you could see the black in his eyes. He's angry. He's got a lot, they say that eyes are the seat of the soul, right? You can see in his eyes that he's angry. You know what I mean? He's very angry. Why that is, we can only guess, right? Plethora of reasons. But nonetheless, he didn't kill the innocent man, though, that had a loving family, probably was a good, upstanding citizen of Denver. And, they can't never take that back. Once that man's been killed, you can't bring that man back. And now, whenever you do get caught, because they got you plastered on the news. If you watching this right now, bro, you cooked. Put a fork in your ass. You done. Because ultimately, you're gonna get bumped at some time. You gotta account for this right here. It's a long ride until you're 21, bro. You know what I mean? You just gave up, forfeited a whole lot of years of your life right there. But ultimately, you're gonna have to take this up with God at some point. You know what I mean? And not to say that God doesn't forgive that, because everybody in the Bible was a sinner. Moses was a murderer, Saul, Paul, all these was killers. So, and God forgave them and redeemed them and made them better men. But you got to go through the fire now, though. The fire is going to burn you for this one right here. To be refined, to become better again, you got to go through that fire right there. And, ultimately, the reports that I was reading about this right here said that, these kids were terrorizing the neighborhood, though, that there's a few of them like this, you know what I mean? And this is what trips me out, because, the OGs, they older homies probably think this shit is cool, though. They probably laughing at this motherfucker. They probably antagonize him to keep doing more and more. They think that shit's funny. He a crash dummy. They think that shit's funny, though. You know what I mean? They feed into that shit right there and probably hype this young motherfucker up to hold that pistol and pop a motherfucker at some point right there. And there's no telling. Maybe he already popped a motherfucker before. Maybe this ain't the first motherfucker he popped. We don't know. Time will tell. But it looks like the shooters and the killers out there are getting younger and younger and younger. And y'all wonder why I keep my old ass at the crib and move strategically to when I move. You feel me? Because, bro, I done came too far to let one of you young cats throw my shit off right here. I done climbed about that filth. I done been scaffolding up the mountain to get to where the little point I'm at right now. And I know there's still way more for me to do. But life is full of so much more than this motherfucking street shit, though. Don't ever get this shit confused with the rap track and how these rappers have y'all fooled thinking that this is really the life to be living right here, man. If that life ain't choose you, why the fuck is you choosing it though? You feel me? That's how I look at it, man. For the ones that this life did choose you, man, if you wake up tomorrow, you got to way up out of there. Keep striving and keep pushing for a greater day, because there's many opportunities long as you living and breathing. The opportunities get cut short when you ain't living and breathing, or when you behind that concrete wall, or when you in that hospital bed. You feel me? So, you know, I make this video right here once again to hope that this lands on some young cats' ears so that y'all can swerve, you know what I mean? Swerve around that, maneuver around these crash dummies out here, right here. And, you know, RIP to the bouncer that died. RIP to the 14-year-old little girl that died in Denver. Man, I shake my head at y'all, you know what I mean? This is a sad state of affairs for the city right here. We just keep going down, 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 down. Like, what's up? Where's the rebound at? Like, when is the motherfuckers that's reputable out there going to step up to this? You know, everybody out there want to have clout. Everybody in Denver think they got to be the man. They want to be better than the next one. But y'all ain't even breathing on these young cats in the right sense. Y'all still popping that gangster shit on them tracks and shit like that, knowing where that shit's going to head a motherfucker, knowing where it's going to take you. And a lot of you cats that's popping that shit ain't even doing that gangster shit. You know, your street credibility might be cool and shit, but motherfucker, you ain't living all your motherfucking lyrics. And it's a good thing you ain't, because if you was, you'd be back where I just came from, them concrete walls. But, you know, this is my views, right? Who am I? I'm just a go-getter. You feel me? This is my views of a go-getter. But for y'all that's listening, y'all tell me what y'all think about these 14-year-olds right here. What y'all think about these young shooters? What y'all think about Denver, though? Like, tell me what y'all thoughts is right now when it come to Denver and all this crazy shit that's going on. Let me know down there in them comments below. I got more content coming, and yo, hey, if y'all made it this far, man, smash that like for your boy one time. I greatly appreciate it. And if you ain't subbed up, make sure you hit that sub. You know, I keep the videos coming unless they strike me again and my channel go up out of here, then poof, I'm done. But I ain't gonna let that happen. Like I said, I'm on my A game right now. You feel me? But to the next video, y'all, I'm out.